You and me always be tight. Family, every single day. And even when the stars acting like a fool.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's your girl Kiara here, doing my very first voiceover. I'm gonna jump right into it. As you can see, I've already started with my Salon Perfect Dip Brow. You can get this from Walmart for about $3. If you're starting out beginners, this is definitely a route you want to go. So I'm starting off with my spoolie, just combing those hairs in the correct direction. And yeah, you know it gets a little crazy. So we're gonna do a step-by-step method. Step 1, find your shape. If you're a beginner, I would suggest, highly suggest you definitely go and get this professionally done. That way you'll be able to pretty much know exactly where your arch is and everything. You don't have to do that on your own. Sometimes that can be tricky. So I'm just going along the hairs on the bottom of my brow. Step 2, I'm going to follow that shape. So if you started on the bottom, do the top. If you start on the top, do the bottom. Pretty simple. All right, so do not be alarmed. If they look like this, that's perfectly fine, okay? Your girl ain't gonna have you out in these streets looking a hot mess, all right? Step 3, we're gonna go ahead and fill in, which is pretty self-explanatory. All right. We're just about done. Now these next couple steps, oh yeah, see, I was jamming. I apologize. Oh no, not the chicken head. It's okay. Don't judge me. But no, this next step is just going to be, you don't have to do this. I do it just because it makes me feel better. I'm going to be taking this L'Oreal Paris in the shade color 209. I'm focusing this on the tail, the arch, and a little bit towards the front. I want to keep it as natural looking as possible, so I want to go ahead and give it a gradient effect, which is what this step does for me. Like I said, this is completely optional. And a lot of people say you're not supposed to use black when it comes to doing your eyebrows if you're trying to make it natural. I beg to differ. I mean, it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it looks good, so that's just me. And I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I do my makeup, I get something in my eye. It's a given. But we're going to go right into step 4, which is clean up and blend out. So this is pretty important. I'm gonna be 100%. If you do not conceal properly, it won't look right, and if you don't blend out properly, it won't look right either. So I just go along making sure that everything's nice and clean. I'm not doing anything major, and then I'm going in with my beauty blender and I'm just buffing everything out, making sure it look good. Hey. You know you gotta hype yourself up when you're doing your makeup. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the whole feel. You know, it adds character, you know? Now I'm going in with this e.l.f. concealer brush. This is completely optional as well. I'm just going in with a little bit of concealer, and I'm just touching up those areas that may be a little lumpy and bumpy. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the cracks and crevices to make sure your face is beat. You feel me? And I'm taking my knuckle and just kind of swiping upward motions just to erase that harsh line where my actual eyebrow hair starts and the makeup starts, just to give it a gradient effect. That way it looks as natural as possible. And then just to touch it up again, that way I don't lose too much of the product, I'm going back under with my e.l.f. brush and my concealer and just making sure that line is still standing out. And there you go. There's 1, and now there's 2. Boom. Always cousins, never twins, but it's okay. We're going to hit them with the shoulders and roll into this extra clip, okay? Now, To always get perfect placement of your brows, you want to make sure you take a brush of any kind, as long as it's straight, and make sure that it's in alignment with the rest of your face. Now, this can get a little confusing by trying to explain it, so I'm definitely going to let you guys watch this and see what I do to get the results. And I'm going to continue that on the opposite side, making sure everything's aligned perfectly. I'm going to do the same thing along the top, going arch to arch, and same thing on the bottom, going tail to tail, to make sure everything's roughly in the same spot. And once you do that, you will have your look completely done. I am definitely going to insert a couple pictures. That way you guys can see your girl in full effect and full motion. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All right, bye.